Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and today is Miguel's day. Miguel is hopping up into the stalwart Moonlander, the ship that in a mere 3 or 4 iterations of building design has got everything it takes to land on Moon, except for perhaps a battery, but we've been fine so far. Miguel, though, is... did I fill the tanks up? I have not filled the tanks up, so let's go ahead and do our official cheating for the episode and fill the tanks up. If you don't know why I'm cheating, the game seems super buggy with docking ports, and I've got a space station out here, Moon Orbiter 1, that has so much fuel in it, I could land on Moon 100 times, but I can't dock to it. So I am giving myself permission to cheat and just continually refill my tanks whenever I need to. So let's go ahead and burn ourselves down so we get close to it. That looks pretty darn close. Give ourselves a tiny bit of extra room here so we can slow down over it. Make sure we're not aimed to the moon. We are not. Okay. Let's also activate navigation, shall we? I think we're actually in an eclipse right now. So let's go ahead and watch the sun come back out of the eclipse if we are so lucky. Looks like we're not going to be. Oh well. And make sure we're aimed pretty much straight at this thing. Might as well be as precise as possible. This is a 37-second burn. I think we're going to start about 22 seconds beforehand. I think that's fair. This is looking very simple. Not seeing the monolith. Oh, I can see it now. Yeah, I'm just going to kill this maneuver node. It's a 9-second burn. Just killing most of our horizontal velocity here as we go. Don't want to kill too much of it because we want to land near this thing. But we don't want it to get out of control. Impact's in 20 seconds. The burn's 5, though, so I think we're going to be perfectly fine. One of the better landings, Miguel. Very well done. Touch that thing down. Oh, yeah, and we get a new thing. It looks like, is this thing not working still? Yeah, this thing didn't transfer for some reason. It's disabled again. Why does that thing disable itself? I didn't ask for that. Yeah, because this is all good data. But we're not going to get it if I want to transfer. Oh wait, there we go. Now they're being transferred. Because this thing was turned off. Yeah, so we did get to keep the data that Zoe picked up. Yeah, Zoe thought that she only got one piece of data, but it was the thing being buggy. Okay, we also got a contract. Looks like we got this world first here. We have a contract to plant a flag. And we would have anyway, so hey, it's free money. They've confirmed the flag has been planted. Good, okay, take it down. We don't want to litter the moon with flags, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and check out this monolith. I love having the GUI up when you're EVA. So very nice. Let's bring you around the sunny side. Well, this seems rather mundane. I'm not sure it was all worth all the funds to bring you out here. It was worth it, Miguel. You're worth it. But there's our monolith. Compared to the other ones, though, this one's positively buried in the surface. But hey, a monolith's a monolith, right? Okay, let's get you back. Oops. Miguel is playing hot lava with the lunar surface, and he did not fall in the hot lava. Let's board anyway. And yeah, we want to do the same thing Zoe did, which is go this way and not die. There we go. I could just aim at the moon orbiter, but I don't think that that's the ideal orbit. Aiming up a little bit because I'm concerned about that rock wall there. There we go. We should cross right over it. Nicely done, Miguel. Grinding the moon. And yeah, we actually, you know what? We might be able to set to the moon as our target here. If we are all sly about this, we might be able to get this up to about here. And then here, do something like this. Oh, look at how close we are. That's no good. Yeah, see, but we're really low, which is, I'm going to say, a problem. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, so we'll just get into orbit and we'll get it aligned, and then we'll do 3 burns. We'll do it the correct way. But the correct way involves this apoapsis being around 20. And then this alignment burn getting us to aligned. And then a burn sometime after that. Yeah, 0.4 kilometers. So there you go. There's our 3 burns. And I'm sure Miguel can hit those perfectly in sequence. Okay, here's number 1. Okay, as perfect as can be expected. I'm not even going to recalculate these nodes. We're just going to do them and see. We're going to see how close I can get. Just do that. There we go. Okay, there's node 2. Okay, deleting those. We are 1.8 kilometers. Not the best. But I think burning a little bit more prograde will get us closer and closer. Looks like 1.3 is about the best we can expect. And then now we are going to just leave this thing in orbit of moon. And transfer Miguel over with his science that I'm sure we've collected out of everything. I think we're actually going to get really close here. I'm actually mildly concerned that we're going to crash. Nah, we'll be fine. But Miguel's going to take all the science, and we're going to send these guys back to low Kerbin orbit. So this is actually going to be a moderately longer video compared to the last few. Simply because we're bringing them home. I forgot about that much. No real need to get this close. Go ahead and hop on out, Miguel. Take all of the science, including the stuff that Zoe left behind. Yeah, there's nothing to do in there. Let's just assume we have everything because we can't take it out of there anyway. Get in your rightful spot in the 3rd capsule here. And we are ready to go home. And we could actually just burn right now. But let's, yeah, you know what? How much fuel do we got? Got 1,700 meters per second. The thing is, we can't just come home. Oops, we want a maneuver node. There we go. We can't just come home. We have to come down and dock with the Kerbin station. So let's go ahead and do that. 249. Not sure who's driving right now, but I'm sure you all fought over who could. And we're leaving those ships up there in case another contract comes up, basically. All we have to do is send a Kerbin up there to dock with the Leia and then send it down to land. Well, we're in target mode. I was like, why aren't we burning prograde? Okay, we need to make sure, let's go and delete this. We need to make sure that we are coming down as close to the Kerbin station as we can reasonably expect to. I think that's right there. Okay, and then here, might as well fix this at our descending node. And of course, we're only a day from the contractor mission, which I will complete at the end of this. Even though we're probably gonna, it looks like we're going to be possibly landing first, depending on how long it takes us to get to the space station. But why are we not watching the pretties? Bye-bye, Moon. You have served us very well. We have gotten a lot of science and contracts and money. Yeah, I've got like over 500 science in the bank. That we're just not spending it on stuff. I'm gonna use it when we're figuring out how to get to Duna with the probe that we're sending there. We're sending a probe first. Kerbals only go in and investigate things. I have decided. So our first curbed landing on Duna and Ike are going to be to find anomalies on them. Now right here, we should be able to burn way down to the point where we can, on the next orbit, looks like it's actually, we burned down too far. Burn this away. So right here, I'm bringing the purple node back so that it's just there. And then that's the burn we'll do. 500 meters a second. Yeah, we're going to still have a grand in the tank. We've got plenty. Pohan is excited to come home. Look at, he's all smiley. Zoe and Miguel are happy that they're bringing him home after a very successful mission. Moon is pretty, but Kerbin is beautiful. Okay, gonna kill the node now and just do this by eye. Because of that. Okay, gonna turn on RCS and we're gonna back up a little bit. There we go. Can't use RCS for docking. Might as well use it for this, right? We might actually even get you all landed before we do this contractor thing. I guess this is a lot more going on in this mission than I thought. There we go. 0.2 kilometers away. We can probably get that back down to 0.1 kilometers away. I'm watching this. Looks like we need to burn south a little bit. There we go. 0.0 kilometers. I like it. Of course, we're not going to dock. We're just going to get close and then transfer over EVA. Basically, I'm going to limit docking to extra Kerbin only, like our. I waited way too long. Sorry. That's pretty funny. We still got 400 and some odd meters per second left, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of annoying. Let's get going about 50 meters per second towards it. There we go. And we'll come back and come to another stop. That was pretty funny. Okay, 3-second burn. That's much more manageable here. We've officially rendezvoused, and Pohan, as the senior member of the squad, gets to take all the data out of all the places, which it looks like there's none here. Oh, there is. Take data out of here. And take the data out of here. And of course, if we lose all this data, it's also his fault. So head down to Kerbin Station here, where I believe we have 3 or 4 return modules designed specifically to have just enough of everything to get home from here. It looks like there's 4. So we'll be able to bring 1 more person home. Not that that's going to be all that useful, because we're generally going to be sending more than one person. When we leave Kerbin's sphere of influence, I'd kind of like to basically kind of have one person per ship. So if we have an orbiter and a lander, we would have the Collins guy and then the Armstrong guy, basically. Yeah, you have extra experiments, but we expected that. Shouldn't really matter. I have no idea which capsule you're in, but let's go ahead and do the cutaway here. Or not. You know, we don't need to. Yeah, it's just not letting me do the cutaway. Cute. Okay, I guess I'll click on hatches until I find you. There you are. Okay, let's go ahead and detach you. Turn your computer on. Let's aim you retrograde. Not target retrograde. Orbit retrograde. What did we do? You performed a crew transfer near Kerbin. Really? That's the first crew transfer we've done near Kerbin. Okay. And then we're going to just burn this guy retrograde until he runs out of monoprop. Well, maybe not until he runs out of monoprop. Until we get a periapsis. So let's go ahead and burn H, right? Yep. And it is fairly close to running out of monoprop. It is now within the atmosphere. We don't want to go below, say, 30. But I don't think we're going to have enough monoprop to get below 30. We are out of monoprop. You are officially ballistic. It is only now that I'm starting to think that perhaps we should have put the science in the second capsule to come down. Just in case 30 is too short. But I'm sure we'll be fine. He doesn't have a heat shield, but he does have the big butt into this thing. Let's go ahead and hit F5 because I am gonna time warp a bit. And if time warp kills Pohan, I will happily restore from quick save. But if it's not time warp that kills him, if it's just he can't survive, there's nothing I can do because we don't have anything. And with all the F10ing I do during recording, I have no idea if temperature gauges are on. So until we see them, I won't know if we're experiencing too much heat anywhere. Just realized we're coming down over the Kerbal continent, which is amusing because Kerbal Space Center is not there. Kerbal Space Center is at Ferret Island right now. I know that because every time I go to it, I can see runway goes off over the ocean. And now that the flame is gone, Pohan, you have officially returned from space. Very well done. What'd you bring me? What'd you bring me? What'd you bring me? You brought me 1,000 science and 470 funds from recovered parts. We don't care about that. We've got over 5 mil in the bank. And Pohan is level 1 with 7 XP. Very nicely done, Pohan. And very cool. And of course, Zoe gets home safe. Gets her 7 XP and 1 star. And Miguel gets home safe, earning his 7 XP and 1 star. And to finish off the day, let's go ahead and take care of this contractor ship. The materials bay actually has science in it, but we don't have a battery on this thing. And I don't think we have enough electric charge to transmit it, which is kind of funny. But we're not out here for science. We're out here to make a 2-second or 1-second burn. Looks like possibly the limb of Kerbin is either leaving or covering the sun. Shouldn't be a big deal either way. It's not going to happen in 2 minutes no matter what it is. Should have the contract up because for all I know we just reached it. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. Look at that. Bam! Yay, contract. 96 grand, 4 science, 13 star points, and a ship we don't care about anymore. And that's it. We have successfully done it. I'm going to check here to see if there's anything we want. Bunch of stuff about Moon and Minmus, but guess what? We don't care about Moon and Minmus anymore. So I'm going to actually time warp up to the Duna window. Probably about, 5-10 days before. I'm going to build a ship that will be able to send probes to land both on Duna and Ike and transmit data back from them to clear off all these contracts. And then that'll hopefully also start bringing out some more Anomaly Surveyor contracts. And we've also got this Jewel one. We are probably going to send somebody to Jewel. We're going to send people to Jewel when this comes, ideally. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but we'll see. And we'll see next time. I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.